I've turned into a real man during this quarantine.
Oh my God, you and me both. We have so much in common.
Shut up. What are you doing?
Oh my God, I love you. I'm like going outside. Here's a little dog that I live with now.
Okay. First of all, where are you?
Currie, the question is, where aren't I?
That's always been my question.
A lot of places. I am currently in South Carolina, which is not how they talk, it turns out. So, I was wrong with that accent. But we were in North Carolina and Minnesota. Yes! I was hoping you'd have your straw.
Yes, I have a straw. I've been using the same cup that I got for free. E1. This is sponsored by E1.
Oh my God, E1, I love it.
I don't even know what that is.
I was watching. Who needs to? You can make it up. Everyone. Oh, that's nice. Sorry, I'm like trying to find a place where I'm not directly in.
Yeah, I get it.
How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. Definitely going a little batty, but like, I'm doing okay.
Well, you're looking fantastic. I'm loving the facial hair.
Thank you.
You're making me wish I could grow facial hair.
No, I like go back and forth with it. Like some days I think when this is over, I'm going to shave it. But just for right now,
Can I touch it first?
Oh, please. Okay, so we'll wait for you to touch it, then I'll shave it.
Thank you. Speaking of touching your hair, I had a dream last night that you had... Sorry, I don't know when this thing starts, but I just needed to let you know.
It's already started, so we're in it.
Oh, hey, everybody. I'm Kinsey. What do you mean it already started? Hey, guys.
Your hair is so dark when it's wet.
I know. I'm sorry that I had to call you with this. It's going to get gradually larger throughout this conversation.
That's fine.
But I had a dream last night that you fully committed to your little Orphan Annie hair.
Okay.
And so you were walking around with like curly orange hair.
I wish my hair would grow like that. I would do it.
I do too. That would be amazing. Oh, here's my other dog friend.
Hi. You're just surrounded by animals.
There's over like 100 horses on this farm.
Have you ridden the horses while you've been there?
I'm terrified of horses.
Really?
Yes! I was thrown off a donkey when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I never got over it. So.
I get that.
Right?
I get that.
Yeah, so anyway.
Okay, so when you you started when obviously we both know you work at the gym, but then once it started, you immediately started doing online. You were the literally first, more than anybody I've ever I follow, saw online. You were the one who was like, "We're doing this online. It's gonna be just like normal. Go."
It was crazy. I had I remember a couple weeks before the shut. I feel like it went so fast.
Yeah,
right?
In LA especially, it was one day I was at work, 2 days later I didn't have a job. It was
Serious.
Yeah.
I had one member who was really on top of it to the point where when she was talking about it, I was like, I wonder if she's kind of a conspiracy theorist. Because 2 or 3 weeks out, she was like, I think my son's going to be taken out of school. And I'm like, okay, calm down.
Yeah.
And then he was taken to school. And she was like, do you guys have a plan for when the gym closes? And this was 2 weeks before the gym closes. And I was like, in my mind, because at that point it wasn't, no one was even really talking about it other than it felt still like the SARS, it's over there. It's not going to come here.
Right.
And she was just like, do you have a plan for moving things online? And at the time I was like, absolutely. I don't have a plan. I don't even know how to use the internet.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about it really until the next week when I feel like that was the week that things started clipping along. And then I started getting texts from other people who were had trained, who were like, hey, it sounds like things are going to go crazy. So I started trying to, because I really am not great at the interweb.
Yeah.
So I was like, if this happens, I'm going to need to prepare for it. So I spent a whole week just trying to figure out, for a long time we were going to do one, I was going to do one thing. And then one of our teachers also does social media marketing, luckily. And she was like, because I was going to just do Facebook Live. And she's like, nobody uses Facebook.
Yeah.
Not enough. She's like, you have to use YouTube. So I had just sort of luckily been playing around with that. And then that Sunday it hit and it was done.
Yeah.
They closed. So that next Monday, just truly luckily from members being smarter than me, I kind of panic studied and then it ended up shutting down and it was crazy.
Yeah, really
and
crazy.
I just had it and then have been like learning all the way. But yeah, it's definitely been, oh, here come the horses. It's definitely been crazy. Can you see them? There they come.
You're like in a Hallmark movie.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, you're like, and here are the horses.
Here are the horses, everyone. We're not in LA anymore, baby. This is Piggy 1 and Piggy 2.
Did you name them that, or that their real names?
No. Marcus and I named them Sassy Tallahassee and Fatty Rat-a-tatty. Wait till you meet our kids.
Perfect.
We don't have them. But anyway, long story short, yeah, it was just kind of like, it was fly by the seat of our pants, and I'm a warrior by nature, so like,
True.
I didn't even think it was going to get, it's true, I didn't think it was going to get to that, and then when it did, I just, thank goodness that I had, or that people had been smart enough to talk to me about it, so,
right.
Yeah, it's been wild, and now it's 8 weeks in.
And you've been, like, you road tripped, like, almost immediately, or like a week or so into it.
We quarantined for 2 weeks, because both my parents are over 60,
yes.
So we wanted to make sure that when we saw them that we were like, we did the thing.
Yes.
So we stayed in LA for 2 weeks, but we have 2 roommates, so there were 4 of us in an apartment.
Oof.
And it was getting, we're all, like, we love each other, but it, like, you know how it is living in an apartment.
Yeah.
For all of us. So 2 weeks out, we just, again, it's just kind of like, it's so funny to think back, because it feels like forever, but it moves so quickly. Like, It feels like forever ago. But it was similar to the gym closing. Like, we kind of had the talk when it first shut down, like, if it gets this bad and it feels like the quarantine's going to last, do we want to take the opportunity to go visit our parents? Yeah. And it was talked about in really loose terms, but then by that second week, when someone said something about May 15th, and we're like, oh, okay, let's do it. So we drove to Minnesota, and we were there for 2 weeks, quarantined again with my parents, and my sister was there. And then we were like, let's go to North Carolina. And we're still just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. Like, I love it. We probably get to be here for 2 weeks, but it just keeps getting pushed back. So
also, where better to be? Look around you. I mean, you have all that space. We in LA, like the biggest park isn't as big as that.
It's no, I feel so lucky. It is like it's definitely hard to where we are forget that we're not like in vacation mode sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
So I'll FaceTime with friends back in AA, and some of them are just like really not doing well, and I have to remember that like how lucky we are that we got to kind of get to that. Both of our jobs allowed us to move with them.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
So,
what do you think has been the most difficult part of keeping your workout going, keeping people like actively engaged, or do you just sort of throw it in the wind and hope that like your people stick with you?
I would say it's a little column A, a little column B.
Yeah.
There's definitely, I mean, it's hard to keep yourself motivated. I mean, not for everyone, but like for a lot of us, it's hard to keep motivated in general.
Yeah.
So I think it's like it's been really fun because Marcus has been doing them with me.
Yeah.
So we kind of have like, he's a goofball. So he brings a fun element to it. So it's not just like, we're not just working out, like there's someone there and we kind of banter. So I think one of the things like on top of the hardest thing for me from programming stance, because I keep it body weight because I want anyone to be able to do it. And I want to keep it fresh. So it's like 8 weeks of new types of body weight workouts. I spend like 30 hours a week just like scouring the internet for 7 new moves.
Yeah. You're lucky now because literally every gym on earth is posting workouts 24 hours a day. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So learning a lot there, but then I guess like partially I just have to hope. I send daily emails with our workouts too, so I try to like engage.
Yeah.
But a lot of, I mean, you're one of our members. You know how it is. Like the people who are going to be like, who need to work out during this time are going to work out. And then the rest, I'm hoping they have it there. So if there's one day they wake up and want to move, they have access to it. So
right.
That's like, I just want to keep it. I want it to be there. Cause I also have noticed that like at first people were like, oh, like no big deal. Like I can go 2 weeks without the gym. And now, you know, the people who thought it was just going to be, all of us thought it was going to be like this much time without working out are now like, hey, do you have workouts? Cause it's 2 months and I'm not the same.
Yeah. What do you think you've learned most about yourself through all this?
Currie, you're so good at asking questions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a good question. That I have had this conversation a couple times because I feel like so much has shifted in my life. Like just across the board. I think for me, one thing, like a lot of my career goals have really shifted now, having this opportunity to kind of explore more of an online platform and I'm technically my own boss at the gym, but like being only in charge of my own, like basically business. I'm doing it through Hit House, but everything I'm doing
is your own.
Is like through the platform. Exactly. So like, I'm really kind of figuring out that I kind of love doing more of like an on my own thing, and that I'm able to do it. So I'm sort of playing around with just like, and I have more time to be with members. Like at the gym, I have to manage a lot. So I'm doing things like, ordering and like restocking and booking and stuff. But like, I've been able to like jump on the phone with members who are like having a hard time or like have questions on nutrition. So I'm like learning that I have an interest and like a passion in really pouring my energy into more of working with people one-on-one and helping people really, not just with fitness, which is super huge, but like just overall wellness. So my sister and I have been toying around with like in the future putting together like holistic retreats, where it's like movement and mindfulness and nutrition and out in nature, and just like kind of thinking of like a bigger picture. And it's one of those things where like living in LA, everything moves so fast and you kind of are just in the grind, and it's awesome. And if you're loving it, you're loving it. But when you can step outside, it really has given me the opportunity to like think bigger than I can in my day-to-day LA. So it definitely made me think about where I want like my career to go, because I'm just at the time.
Exactly. Are you nervous about transitioning back into your routine here?
Yeah, I think it's going to look really different when we get back.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the big things that this has like showed us is that Marcus and I think are thinking pretty seriously moving out of LA now.
Yeah.
He's a writer, so like the timeline is vague, but I think we've always kind of talked about it, but having time away and just like I said, being able to like really live a life outside of that like quick hustle and bustle of LA, just a little bit slower, like not waking up at 4, like having a morning routine that we get to spend together, and then like get to be outside, and like I've started meditating, which is crazy.
Okay.
What's going on? But like, like I think it'll be an interesting transition, because I think like I've had a lot of time, like I said, career-wise, to think about what I want to do. So I think that I'll be making changes, and that's scary because it's change. Yeah. But I'm also excited about it.
Yeah, change is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm thinking of it as like a level up mode.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to doing once this is over, or like we get to whatever the new normal is going to be?
I've never been to Disneyland, so...
That is ridiculous.
I know, right? It's crazy.
If anyone I know should be at Disneyland, it's you.
I'm going to dress up. I'm going to learn all the songs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is so fun. I didn't grow up as a Disney family by any means. We didn't go to Disney World or anything like that. But like being here and going, it's so nice.
So if you want to go to Disneyland, Currie.
Oh yeah, I'm in, totally. I have the ears. I'll eat a corn dog. Like, I am in.
I will eat all the corn dogs. So that's my thing, like, it'll be nice to hike again too, but Disneyland.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. You don't appreciate it until it's gone, and now I'm like, what if I never got a chance again? And if we're going to move at some point,
It's true. Take advantage while you're here.
Amen.
Kinsey, I love you. Thank you so much for doing this.
Currie, it's so good to see your bearded face.
I know. I can't wait till you're back in LA and we can reunite and hug. I hope we can hug. Like, I just need a hug.
We're going to hug no matter what.
That's true. But for the purposes of the camera, I will say we might not hug if we are not supposed to.
That's fair. We'll cover ourselves in trash bags and wave.
Yes. Be the trash that we are.
Oh.
I love you.
I love you so much.
Tell Marcus I said hi.
I will.
Okay, bye.
I miss you. Bye, darling.